Dawn breaks over London as bakers lift shutters and carts rattle through streets damp with night fog. A milkmaid crosses the lane while chimney smoke curls above timber houses packed wall to wall. Fishmongers shout their trade beside barrels of eels while bells from St. Paul's roll through mist. But another sound travels slower through the streets, the dull iron bell of the death cart. A watchman walks ahead with tired steps, calling the warning every Londoner now knows too well. Behind him, a cart creaks beneath its cargo, bodies wrapped in rough cloth and stiff silence. The horse moves carefully through mud, while neighbors step aside without speaking a word. No crowd gathers to stare because the city has seen this procession many times before. Plague has walked London's lanes in other years, leaving crosses and quiet doors behind. The system begins the moment sickness enters a house and the Red Cross appears overnight. Painted large upon the wood, it warns the street with words that promise 40 days within. Lord, have mercy upon us, written in chalk beside the mark that seals a family inside. A watchman takes his post beside the door, while the city carries on around him slowly. Bread sellers pass and water carriers shout, though every step feels measured with caution. Inside the house, a candle burns beside the sickbed, where fever grips another Londoner. No physician arrives quickly because most doctors fled the city weeks ago in haste. Those who remain move through streets wearing long coats stiff with wax against foul air. Their masks stretch forward like beaks stuffed with herbs meant to sweeten poisoned wind. They believe the sickness drifts through breath itself, carried by unseen corruption. So fires burn in many streets where barrels of pitch send thick smoke twisting skyward. People stand beside them, warming hands as though the flames might chase death away. Women carry bundles of wormwood and rue, pressing leaves against their weary faces. Merchants sell powders and charms, promising safety for coins few poor can spare. None of it slows the quiet travelers hidden beneath floorboards and cellar walls. Rats slip through grain stores and taverns, carrying fleas that know no watchman or prayer.
If you want to discover more real stories like this, dark, hidden, and rooted in history, make sure you subscribe to this channel now, because what comes next is even more shocking. And one more thing, wherever you are watching from right now, write your country's name in the comments. I want to know how far these stories are reaching around the world. Don't forget, subscribe, comment your country, and stay with us.
By midday, the markets grow thinner as neighbors whisper numbers from the weekly bill. Thousands gone already this summer, and September has only just begun its toll. Some families flee by carriage, while roads north fill with carts piled high with chests. Those without coin remain behind, among the narrow alleys and leaning wooden homes. At Oldgate, a blacksmith still strikes iron, sparks into air thick with sour smoke. He works because hunger follows plague closely through the poorest quarters of town. Nearby, the Red Cross spreads across another door, freshly marked before dawn arrived. The watchman there grips his staff, while children from nearby houses stare in silence. They know the rule that no one may leave until 40 days pass or grief finishes first. Sometimes neighbors lower bread by rope through windows after night has fallen. Sometimes singing drifts from within the locked house, thin but stubborn in the dark. And sometimes the house goes silent long before the 40 days have ended. Toward evening, the death cart returns again, following the same weary route. Its driver does not rush, because there will always be another street waiting. Beyond the walls northward, the ground at Moorfields lies cut with long trenches. Here the carts arrive before sunset, so fewer citizens must watch the burden unloaded. Shovels move steadily, while priests murmur brief prayers, lost beneath restless wind. Smoke from the city drifts above the pits where thousands now share narrow earth. From this hill, London still appears alive, chimneys breathing and bells ringing on. Ships move along the Thames, while tavern doors creak open for those who remain. It does not look like a dying city when viewed from the fading light of dusk. It looks instead like a city enduring, 1 hour after another, without certainty. Because no one here yet knows the small creature spreading death through every parish. The fleas ride silently upon rats, while London burns fires and prays for mercy. And as night settles over the streets, the bell of the death cart rings once more.